Okay, so this is an unpopular opinion, and I know that, and I'm okay with that. But I was just thinking. So we just did a video about how somebody in the collective is on their personal like journey for power, wisdom, like knowledge, like esoteric knowledge, ancient wisdom, like right, like the things that you kind of like outsmart your common sense almost to where it's like the long things that have been forgotten because we've evolved, right? But it's really funny because it's like you haven't forgotten them. Like you are them. And I know that sounds really weird, but you are them. You are the physical embodiment in the present time. I don't know what that was. The physical embodiment in the present time of esoteric knowledge, of esoteric truth, of the sacred geometries, of the sacred text, of the it's you right now. You are one in the same with all of those things. Especially if you're on this journey and you're doing this, it's not separate from you. It is you. It is a part of who you are because it is a part of the fabric of this universe. It is a piece of how everything's interwoven together. And I feel like sometimes we try to make it too tangible, right? And we try to complicate it so much. It doesn't have to be complex. It could be super fucking simple. It's the ego and the humanness that tells us it has to be hard. That's the lie. 1:31 on the clock. That's the lie. It doesn't have to be hard. It can be super simple. And sometimes it doesn't translate. I don't know if anybody else has experienced this. Sorry, I'm like adjusting. I don't know if anybody else has experienced this, but sometimes it doesn't translate. Sometimes you don't, like you woke up different. You don't know what you learned. You don't know what you're this. You don't know what you understood per se because you can't form English human words. Because the universe isn't English. The universe isn't human. It's energy, it's frequency, it's vibration. Like there's just so much to it that sometimes I feel like we try to overcomplicate it, and make it more than it is. They're the simple truths. They're the givens, they're the fabrics, they're the backbones, they're the inner workings of things, but it doesn't mean they have to be complex. Sometimes they're so freaking simple, we miss it. And I feel like sometimes it's the ego that tells us, oh, I'm going to learn all this stuff and I'm going to be super cool. But that's not the point. All that stuff is breadcrumbs to help you see how you fit into everything, but also how things work, your place, your this, how you work. It helps you understand yourself. And my ear's ringing. By understanding yourself, you understand everything outside of you. And there's just a part of like when people are like, I'm on the quest for esoteric knowledge, or I'm all about that esoteric knowledge. Bro, the triangle is an esoteric knowledge. It's part of the sacred geometries. You learn triangles in grade school. You just learned them through a different lens. Like there's just a piece of sometimes we want to make things bigger than they are, and some things don't translate. It's a different kind of making sense when you take it out of the mind and you bring it into the soul. There's a different lens that's utilized there. And I don't know why I'm saying this. I don't I don't know. But I just feel like with that last message about being searching for truth and it, like, I want to tell you, don't overthink it. I want to tell you, you already have the truth that you seek. You already have the knowledge that you seek because it's you. You are the pieces that are woven together. You are the knowledge. You are the geometries. You are the energy. You are the frequency. That is you. It's there to help you better understand yourself. There's just this like part of this journey that I feel like we over exaggerate, like, and almost make it like a ego thing. You are a piece of a lot of different things. Because chances are, if you're at this point in the video, 444 coming up on the clock, chances are you've been going around for quite some time. And this ain't your first rodeo, which means this isn't your first lifetime, earthbound or not. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It just is. It can change form repeatedly. You are a piece of everything you seek. That is super important. You are a piece of everything you seek. That is why you seek it. That is why it is seeking you to be innerstood. 5:25 on the clock. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't overcomplicate it. And for fuck's sake, go where you're led. If you're not into geometry, that's fine. Skip it for now. Go where you're being pulled to go. There's just this type of like questing to know more. You got to ask yourself, what are you searching for?